Hello, gorgeous Scorps and Scorpets. How you going? This is your general July shadow reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Hello. And if you're returning, hey guys, on. Nice to see you. Shadow work is where we face our ugly. We face the parts that previously we have turned away from because we don't want to look at it. So it's not what you'd call an easy thing to do, but it is so worth it. I can't even put it into words how worth it is. At the bottom of the deck, it came out for a previous reading. Libra. She who sees, observe, perceive, and scrutinize. Look at it, basically. In order to really see it, you've got to look at it in depth. Then you've got Anatelli, she who remains, power, devotion, and true worth. So that's really take what works and leave what doesn't. And Jocelyn, she who persists. She is one of my favourite and most beautiful. Perspective, defiant, and persistent. She's the one who says, right, time's up. I need to look at this. Really, look at this. I need to honestly face what's working and what's not. And I need to ditch the not and face the why I was using the not that I don't need anymore. And then I'm going to work through it. Don't get in my way. I'm going to work through it. It might not happen overnight, but I'm going to persist with this, and I'm going to take one step after the other, and I'm going to keep going because I'm worth it. Because deep down, no matter what anybody has said in the past, or what they think, or what they believe, or what they made me believe, deep down, I'm just as valuable as anybody else. So I'm going to persist with this. I'm not going to escape anymore. At the bottom of the deck, we've got strength. Look at you go. And don't you just. It takes strength to do this stuff. Nobody's going to bullshit you about that. It takes strength and courage. But you know what? The more you do it, the stronger you get. Let's have a look. Seven of Swords. Running away from shit. The Hierophant. Justice in exactly the same place as the last reading. You might want to check out the Libra reading because a couple of cards have come out the same. King of Swords. Five of Swords. The Star. Six of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands so far. So, Seven of Swords up until now, and you've been running away. Running away. Not wanting to look at it. See the moon in the background, how it's shining. You know, full moon exposing things. And you're bolting the building. You don't want to look at it. However, there's kind of someone wise in your environment, or maybe from the past, who has kind of left a seed there. And it's saying, okay, you know, you need to look at this now. I think it's time you look at it. And it could be a mentor, it could be a teacher, it could be a spiritual leader. And they're going to show you or teach you how to see for yourself the balance. You can't just blame everybody else. and you can't take all the blame. And a balance is no blame. It's just looking at it equally. It's looking at both sides equally. The King of Swords is next, which is really, see how he's cloaked, but he's looking down at his sword. That is seeing the truth. That is not necessarily broadcasting it to everybody, not necessarily, speaking it to everybody or pushing it on to everybody else, but he's seeing the truth. And he's also got a skull beside the sword. So he's seeing the truth of stuff that was buried deep. The Five of Swords is next, and that can show you how in some readings it's someone needing to win regardless of the cost. But I think part of the truth is needing to avoid this at all costs, needing to avoid looking at it at all costs. And so you've been using anything else to avoid it regardless of the expense. And so now with this scene, because he's looking down at this, he's really seeing it for what it is. Now that's going to make you go, oh, hang on a second. I really don't wish for this life anymore. I don't wish for the things I've been using to help me feel better or to avoid looking at this stuff. I want to actually heal so that I can go back to when I was young and heal the wounds, and so that I'm not carrying them anymore. And so your wish is actually for healing. Six of Cups talks about going back into the past, and it's, see how she's under the light? It talks about going back into the past and really looking at it under a spotlight from an adult perspective. And then Seven of Pentacles, growing something different, taking the time to plant different beliefs, different ideas, and letting them grow, and actually pulling out the weeds as the weeds come up, because weeds are outdated beliefs. They're the things that are going to tangle you back up. So this talks about patience and time and development in order to grow healthy, plant healthy fruit, and the fruits of your labour. So it's talking about pulling the weeds out as they grow and watching you flourish. The more weeds you pull out, the faster you'll grow. Then you've got the Page of Wands, which is the young taking action. It's bringing a message of something that you're passionate about, something exciting, but that you don't really have much experience with. But this is how you start. See how in the first card she's running away, but in this card she's looking dead straight. She's looking right at the problem. And that is, and it's a bit right. This is a bit of, I don't really know what I'm going to say or how I'm going to do this because, it's all pretty new, but I'm going to look you in the eye and face you head on. And you've got the strength to do it. Two of Wands next. Really looking at your skeleton in the closet. Six of Swords. Moving on from past pain and heartbreak. Three of Cups. Sharing the successes of this with other people who are like-minded and who are going through similar things. Ten of Swords, letting go of the pain of the past, and the Lovers. True union. This is real merging of the masculine and feminine, whether it be internal, healing internal, both sides, or whether it be external, now that you are healthy. Ten of Swords is the most important one. It is pulling out the wounds that other people have left in you that you haven't pulled out yourself. You've been carrying all these knives around and they're not hanging on to them anymore. You've just been carrying them around and the wound is still open. So it's time to pull those out, drop them to the ground, heal your wound, and then just feel the love, baby. Just feel the love. All right. Please let me know how you go. I'd love to hear from you. Much love.